Buffalo Gold Revolution, the machine that's been draining wallets across casino floors for years now. But here's something most players don't know. Former casino employees have been quietly sharing information about how this game actually works. And what they've revealed changes everything about how you should be playing it. There are specific patterns in Buffalo Gold Revolution that the casino doesn't want you paying attention to. Statements from former slot techs indicate that certain betting strategies align with how the machine's programming actually functions. And according to insiders who spent years watching thousands of players lose money on this exact game, there are clear mistakes that almost everyone makes. So if you've been playing Buffalo Gold Revolution and wondering why your bankroll disappears so fast, or if you're curious about what actually gives you the best shot at building up your balance instead of watching it vanish, you're about to learn things that most players will never figure out. But before we get into the actual strategies, we need to talk about something critical. Something that separates the players who occasionally win from the ones who always lose. Buffalo Gold Revolution isn't just another slot machine. According to reports from former casino workers, this game was specifically designed to create a certain type of player behavior. The machine uses what insiders call engagement mechanics, features that keep you playing longer than you planned. Former slot attendants have revealed that Buffalo Gold Revolution runs on a Class 3 random number generator. Now here's what that actually means for you. Every single spin is completely independent. The machine doesn't remember what happened 5 spins ago, it doesn't know it just paid out, it doesn't know it hasn't paid out in 200 spins. But statements from ex-employees show something interesting. While each spin is random, the overall payback percentage is programmed into the machine. Different casinos set different percentages. According to insiders, Buffalo Gold Revolution machines typically run anywhere from 88% to 94% payback, depending on where you're playing. Here's the thing though, that payback percentage is calculated over millions of spins. Millions. So in your session, in your hour of playing, literally anything can happen. You could hit multiple bonuses back to back. You could go 300 spins without triggering a single free game. Both scenarios are completely possible within the machine's programming. Former casino technicians have stated that understanding this is the first step to actually building a bankroll instead of just donating money. Because once you know that short-term results are wildly unpredictable, you stop making decisions based on feelings and start making decisions based on math. Reports suggest that the biggest mistake players make is treating the machine like it has a memory. It's due to hit. It just paid out so it won't hit again. I've put too much in to walk away now. According to insiders who watched players every single day, these thoughts destroy more bankrolls than anything else. The machine doesn't care how much you've put in. It doesn't care that you just hit a bonus. It doesn't care that you haven't hit anything in an hour. Every single spin has the exact same odds as the spin before it. So building a bankroll in Buffalo Gold Revolution starts with accepting this reality. The machine is random. Your session results will be random. But over time, with the right approach, you can structure your play to give yourself the best mathematical chance. The denomination question. Everyone gets wrong. Here's where things get really interesting. Former employees have revealed that one of the most common questions players ask is whether they should play penny denomination or higher denominations. And according to insiders, most players are thinking about this completely backward. Statements from ex-casino workers show that Buffalo Gold Revolution offers multiple denomination options, typically penny, 2 cent, 5 cent, and sometimes higher. Now, conventional wisdom says, play the penny denomination to make your money last longer. But reports from former slot techs indicate this might actually be the worst strategy for building a bankroll. Here's why. According to insiders, the hit frequency and bonus trigger rate don't change based on denomination. What changes is the bet size. When you play penny denomination at max bet, you're typically betting around 40 or 50 cents per spin. When you play 5 cent denomination at max bet, you're betting around 2 or 2.50 per spin. Former employees have stated that the bonus rounds and big hits pay proportionally to your bet size. So that Buffalo Gold feature that pays you $12 on penny denomination, it pays you $60 on 5 cent denomination. Same feature, same frequency, 5 times the payout. Now, reports suggest that this creates an interesting mathematical situation. If you have a $200 bankroll and you play penny denomination, you might get 400 spins before you're broke. If you play 5-cent denomination, you might only get 80 spins before you're broke. But according to insiders, here's what matters. In those 80 spins at 5-cent denomination, when you hit features, they actually build your bankroll. The payouts are significant enough to recover your losses and potentially put you ahead. In those 400 spins at penny denomination, even when you hit features, the payouts barely make a dent in what you've already lost. Former slot attendants have revealed that they watch this play out every single day. Players on penny denomination would sit for hours, hitting bonuses occasionally and slowly bleed their entire bankroll. Players on higher denominations would either lose quickly or hit something meaningful that actually built their balance up. Statements from ex-employees show that this doesn't mean you should bet more than you can afford. Not at all. But it does mean that if you're going to play Buffalo Gold Revolution with the goal of building a bankroll, playing the highest denomination you can reasonably afford gives you better odds of actually achieving that goal. According to reports, the math is simple. Smaller bets mean smaller wins. Smaller wins mean you can't recover from the natural losing streaks that happen in any slot machine. Bigger bets mean bigger wins. Bigger wins mean when you do hit something, it actually matters. Former casino workers have stated that the sweet spot for most players is the 2-cent or 5-cent denomination. This gives you enough spins to potentially trigger features, but when those features hit, they pay enough to make a real difference in your bankroll. The bet structure that insiders say works best now. Once you've picked your denomination, the next question is how many lines to play. And according to former employees, this is where another massive mistake happens. Reports from ex-casino workers show that Buffalo Gold Revolution has 40 lines. You can bet anywhere from 1 line up to all 40 lines. Now, conventional wisdom says maybe play fewer lines to make your money last longer. But statements from insiders indicate this is absolutely the wrong approach. Former slot technicians have revealed that Buffalo Gold Revolution's bonus triggers are scatter-based. The gold buffalo symbols can appear anywhere on the reels. But here's the critical part. According to reports, you need at least 3 gold buffalo symbols in view to trigger the free games. Now, when you play fewer lines, you're covering less of the screen. Statements from ex-employees show that this dramatically reduces your chances of getting enough buffalo symbols in view to trigger the bonus. You might have 3 buffalo symbols land on the reels, but if they're on lines you didn't bet on, you get nothing. According to insiders who worked with these machines daily, playing max lines isn't about making your money last longer. It's about maximizing your chances to trigger the features that actually build bankrolls. Former casino workers have stated that they saw players all the time who would play 10 lines or 20 lines to stretch their money. But reports suggest these players would go longer between bonuses, and when they finally did trigger a feature, the payout wasn't enough to recover what they'd lost waiting for it. The math that former employees describe works like this. If you have a $100 bankroll and you want to play Buffalo Gold Revolution, you're better off playing 5-cent denomination at max lines for fewer total spins than playing penny denomination at partial lines for more spins. The 5-cent max lines approach gives you better bonus frequency and significantly better payouts when those bonuses hit. Statements from insiders show that this is counterintuitive for most players. Everyone thinks more spins equals better chances. But according to reports from ex-casino workers, it's not about spin quantity. It's about giving yourself the best mathematical shot at hitting the features that pay. Former slot attendants have revealed that the players they saw building bankrolls consistently were almost always playing max lines. Not because max lines magically changes the machine's programming, but because max lines ensures that when the buffalo symbols land, you're actually getting credit for them. The Buffalo Gold feature and what former employees know. Let's talk about the main feature of Buffalo Gold Revolution, the Buffalo Gold feature itself. This is where the game gets its name, and according to former casino employees, this is also where most players completely misunderstand what's happening. Reports from insiders show that the Buffalo Gold feature is a hold and respin mechanic. Gold buffalo symbols lock in place and you get 3 respins. Every time a new gold buffalo lands, it locks and the respin counter resets to 3. The feature continues until you either fill the screen with buffalo symbols or you use all 3 respins without landing any new ones. Now, statements from ex-employees reveal something critical about this feature. Each gold buffalo symbol has a credit value attached to it. These values are random. You might get a buffalo worth 10 credits, you might get one worth 500 credits. Former slot technicians have stated that these values are weighted. Smaller values appear much more frequently than larger values. But here's what reports from insiders indicate makes the Buffalo Gold feature so powerful for building bankrolls. When you land a gold buffalo on the top row of any reel, that entire reel becomes locked and every position on that reel will be a gold buffalo by the end of the feature. This is called a reel upgrade, according to former casino workers. Statements from ex-employees show that reel upgrades are the key to big wins in the Buffalo Gold feature. 1 reel upgrade and you're guaranteed decent wins. 2 reel upgrades and you're likely looking at a significant payout. 3 or more reel upgrades and according to reports you've hit what insiders call a bankroll builder, a win substantial enough to significantly increase your total balance. Former slot attendants have revealed that understanding reel upgrades changes how you perceive the feature. New players get excited when they land 3 or 4 buffalo symbols. But according to insiders, what you should really be watching for is buffalo symbols landing on those top positions. Reports suggest that the math works like this. Without any reel upgrades, you might land 8 to 12 buffalo symbols total in a feature. With 1 reel upgrade, you're guaranteed at least 14 buffalo symbols. With 2 reel upgrades, you're guaranteed at least 24. The credit values add up fast. Former casino workers have stated that they watched players hit Buffalo Gold features constantly. But the features that actually built bankrolls were the ones with multiple reel upgrades. According to statements from insiders, a Buffalo Gold feature with 2 or 3 reel upgrades could pay anywhere from 200 to over 1,000 times your bet, depending on the credit values that land. The free games feature that everyone overlooks. Buffalo Gold Revolution also has a traditional free games feature. You land 3 or more scatter symbols, you trigger 8, 15, or 20 free games, depending on how many scatters you got. According to former employees, most players treat this feature as less exciting than the Buffalo Gold feature. But reports from insiders suggest this is a mistake. Statements from ex-casino workers show that the free games feature in Buffalo Gold Revolution has enhanced reels. During free games, the reels have more buffalo symbols and more high-paying symbols than the base game. Former slot technicians have revealed that this significantly increases the hit frequency during the bonus. But here's the part that, according to reports, makes the free games feature potentially more valuable than many players realize. During free games, you can re-trigger, and statements from insiders indicate that re-triggers happen more frequently than most players expect. Former casino employees have revealed that re-triggers are where the free games feature goes from decent to bankroll building. 8 free games might win you 20 or 30 times your bet, but 8 free games that re-trigger twice, giving you 24 total free games? According to reports, that's when you start seeing wins in the 100 to 200 times bet range. Statements from ex-employees show that the free games feature also gives you chances to trigger the Buffalo Gold feature during the free spins. So you're getting enhanced reels, increased hit frequency, re-trigger potential, and the possibility of landing Buffalo Gold features on top of all that. Former slot attendants have stated that they saw players dismiss free game features as not as good compared to Buffalo Gold features. But according to insiders who watched the actual payouts, a good free games feature with re-triggers often paid more than a mediocre Buffalo Gold feature without real upgrades. Reports suggest that understanding this changes your perception of the game. Both features can build your bankroll. Both features can drain your bankroll if they hit but don't pay well. According to former casino workers, the key is recognizing that both features are opportunities, and your goal is to trigger either one as often as possible. Bankroll management that former employees say actually works. Now let's talk about the single most important factor in building a bankroll on Buffalo Gold Revolution: how you manage your money. According to former casino employees, this is where the vast majority of players fail. Not because they don't understand the game, not because they're unlucky, but because they don't have a system. Reports from insiders show that bankroll management for Buffalo Gold Revolution should follow a specific structure. Former slot technicians have revealed that the structure they saw work best looked like this. First, statements from ex-employees indicate you need to decide on your total session bankroll before you even sit at the machine. This isn't your total gambling money for the trip. This is the specific amount you're willing to play with in this one session, on this one machine. According to reports, once you set this amount, you don't add more money, period. Former casino workers have stated that the most common mistake they witnessed was players reloading their bankroll multiple times in a session. Player sits down with $200, loses it, puts in another $100, loses that, puts in another $100. According to insiders, this is how players turn a planned $200 session into a $500 or $600 loss. Statements from ex-employees show that the right approach is to decide your session bankroll, commit to it, and when it's gone, you're done for that session. Walk away, take a break, come back later if you want, but that session is over. Now, reports from former slot attendants reveal the next critical piece. You need to decide on your denomination and bet size based on your session bankroll. According to insiders, the formula they saw work best was this. Your session bankroll should cover at least 50 to 100 spins at your chosen bet size. Former casino workers have stated that this gives you enough spins to have a realistic chance of triggering features, but it also keeps your bet size meaningful enough that when you do hit something, it actually builds your bankroll. So if you have a $100 session bankroll and you want at least 50 spins, you can bet up to $2 per spin. That might mean playing 5-cent denomination at max lines. According to statements from insiders, this structure balances longevity with payout potential. Reports from ex-employees show that the next piece of bankroll management is setting win goals and loss limits. Former slot technicians have revealed that players who set these in advance and actually stuck to them were dramatically more likely to walk away with profits. The structure that insiders describe works like this. Before you start playing, decide on a win goal. This is the amount of profit at which you'll stop playing and lock in your win. According to reports, a realistic win goal for Buffalo Gold Revolution is 50% of your session bankroll. So if you sit down with $200, your win goal is $100 profit. If you reach $300 total, you stop. Cash out, walk away. You've successfully built your bankroll by 50%. Former casino employees have stated that they watched players hit this win goal constantly, and then they watched those same players keep playing and give it all back. According to statements from insiders, having a win goal means nothing if you don't actually stick to it. Reports show that the other side of this is the loss limit. This is the point at which you accept the loss and walk away. According to former casino workers, a functional loss limit is when you've lost your entire session bankroll, not more. Your session bankroll is your loss limit. Statements from ex-employees indicate that this sounds obvious, but it's remarkable how many players violate this. They set a $200 bankroll, lose it, then convince themselves to put in more. According to insiders, this is the death spiral of slot play. Former slot attendants have revealed that the players they saw building bankrolls over time were religious about these limits. Win goal hit, cash out, session bankroll gone, walk away. According to reports, this discipline is what separates players who occasionally build bankrolls from players who always lose. The session strategy former employees say changes everything beyond basic bankroll management. Reports from former casino workers show there's a specific session strategy that gives you the best chance of building a bankroll on Buffalo Gold Revolution. And according to insiders, this strategy is the opposite of what most players do. Statements from ex-employees reveal that most players sit down at Buffalo Gold Revolution and play continuously until they either lose their money or decide to leave. Spin after spin after spin with no breaks, no evaluation, no adjustment. According to former slot technicians, this is exactly the behavior the casino wants. Reports from insiders show that a better approach involves structured sessions with built-in decision points. Former casino workers have stated that the strategy they saw work best looked like this. You sit down with your session bankroll. You play until one of three things happens. You hit your win goal, you lose your session bankroll, or you play through a specific number of spins without hitting a significant feature. According to statements from ex-employees, that third condition is critical. Reports indicate that if you play through 50 or 75 spins without triggering either the Buffalo Gold feature or the free games feature, you should stop and evaluate. You haven't lost your entire bankroll yet, but the machine isn't hitting. According to insiders, this is a decision point. Former casino employees have revealed that at this decision point, you have a choice. You can cash out what you have left and try a different machine. You can take a break and come back to this machine later. Or you can make an informed decision to keep playing this machine, understanding that you're choosing to risk the rest of your session bankroll without any indication that features are coming. Statements from ex-employees show that this structured approach does something important. It prevents you from mindlessly bleeding your bankroll on a machine that isn't hitting. According to reports, slot machines have hot and cold cycles. These cycles are random, but they exist. Sometimes a machine hits features frequently, sometimes it doesn't. Former slot technicians have stated that you can't predict these cycles, but you can observe them. If you're 75 spins deep without a significant feature, you're currently in a cold cycle. That doesn't mean it won't change, but it does mean that continuing to play requires a conscious choice, not just autopilot spinning. Reports from insiders show that players who implemented this strategy didn't necessarily win more often. But according to former casino workers, they preserved more of their bankroll during cold cycles, which meant they had more opportunities to build their bankroll when they found machines in hot cycles. Statements from ex-employees indicate that another piece of the session strategy involves playing multiple shorter sessions instead of one long session. According to reports, if you have $400 to gamble with, you're better off playing 4 separate $100 sessions than one $400 session. Former casino workers have revealed that this approach gives you 4 separate opportunities to hit features and build your bankroll. In one long session, if the machine is cold, you lose everything. In 4 short sessions, maybe 2 are cold and you lose those bankrolls, but the other 2 hit features and you build significant wins. According to insiders, this strategy also helps with emotional control. Shorter sessions mean less time in the trance state that slot machines create. You're forced to take breaks, evaluate your results, and make conscious decisions about whether to continue. Understanding volatility and what it means for your bankroll. Former employees have revealed critical information about something called volatility, and according to reports, understanding this concept is essential for anyone trying to build a bankroll on Buffalo Gold Revolution. Statements from insiders show that Buffalo Gold Revolution is classified as a medium to medium-high volatility game. What this means in practical terms is that the game doesn't hit small wins frequently. Instead, it hits features occasionally, and those features can pay significant amounts. According to former slot technicians, volatility directly impacts how you should approach the game. Reports show that high volatility games require larger bankrolls per session because you might go long stretches without hitting anything meaningful. When you do hit, the payout is substantial, but the dry spells can drain a small bankroll fast. Former casino workers have stated that players who don't understand volatility make a critical mistake. They play high volatility games like Buffalo Gold Revolution with small bankrolls and frequent small bets, expecting consistent small wins. According to insiders, this is a mismatch between game style and playing style. Statements from ex-employees indicate that Buffalo Gold Revolution is designed for larger bets and less frequent, but more substantial wins. If you're playing penny denomination with a $50 bankroll, you're not properly matched to the game's volatility. According to reports, you'll likely run through your bankroll before triggering enough features to build anything meaningful. Former slot attendants have revealed that the right approach is to match your bankroll and bet size to the game's volatility. Buffalo Gold Revolution is medium-high volatility, so you need a bankroll that can withstand dry spells, and you need bet sizes that make the eventual feature hits meaningful. Reports from insiders show that this means if you only have $50 to play with, Buffalo Gold Revolution probably isn't your best game choice. According to former casino workers, you'd be better off on a lower volatility game that hits small wins more frequently, or you'd be better off saving your money until you have a more substantial bankroll for Buffalo Gold Revolution. Statements from ex-employees indicate that this isn't about telling people not to play. It's about understanding the mathematical reality of the game. According to reports, playing high volatility games with insufficient bankrolls is the fastest way to lose money in a casino. The role of luck and why it matters less than you think. Here's something that former casino employees want players to understand: luck exists, but it matters far less than most people think. According to reports from insiders, players who build bankrolls consistently aren't just lucky. They're following mathematical principles that give them the best chance over time. Statements from ex-employees show that every single spin on Buffalo Gold Revolution is random. You can't predict what will happen. You can't control what happens. But according to former slot technicians, what you can control is how you play, how much you bet, how you manage your bankroll, and when you walk away. Reports from insiders indicate that the players who built bankrolls weren't hitting bigger features than everyone else. They weren't luckier. According to former casino workers, they were simply making better decisions around their play. They played appropriate denominations, they managed their bankrolls, they set win goals and actually stuck to them. They quit during cold stretches instead of bleeding money. Former slot attendants have revealed that they watched players hit massive features regularly. Buffalo Gold features with 3 real upgrades. Free games that re-triggered multiple times. According to statements from insiders, these big hits happened all the time, but most players gave the winnings back. Reports show that player would hit a $500 feature, get excited, keep playing, and within an hour, they'd lost the $500 plus their original bankroll. According to former employees, this happened constantly. The big win was luck. Giving it back was poor bankroll management. Statements from ex-casino workers indicate that the players who actually built bankrolls were the ones who hit a significant feature and then stopped. They locked in the win, they didn't chase bigger wins, they didn't assume they were on a hot streak. They took their profit and walked away. According to reports from insiders, this is the difference between getting lucky and building a bankroll. Everyone gets lucky occasionally. The machine hits a big feature, but building a bankroll means capitalizing on that luck through discipline and bankroll management. Former casino employees have stated that they saw patterns over time. The same players would come in regularly. Some would occasionally have winning sessions and lose it all back eventually. Others would have winning sessions, bank the profits, and over time, their overall bankroll grew. According to insiders, the difference wasn't luck, it was discipline. The psychological traps that destroy bankrolls. Reports from former casino workers reveal that Buffalo Gold Revolution, like all slot machines, is designed with specific psychological mechanisms that encourage extended play. According to statements from insiders, understanding these mechanisms helps you resist them. Former slot technicians have revealed that the first psychological trap is what's called near misses. This is when you almost trigger a feature. You land 2 gold buffalo symbols and you're waiting for the third. It doesn't come. According to reports, your brain interprets this as almost winning, which creates the urge to keep playing. Statements from ex-employees show that near misses are programmed into the game. They happen at specific frequencies. According to insiders, they're not actually near anything. The third symbol was never going to land. But your brain doesn't know that. Your brain thinks you were close, so you must keep playing. Former casino workers have stated that the second psychological trap is what insiders call losses disguised as wins. This is when you bet 50 cents and you win 30 cents. The machine plays exciting sounds and animations. According to reports, your brain gets a hit of dopamine even though you just lost money. Statements from ex-employees indicate that Buffalo Gold Revolution does this constantly. Small wins that don't even cover your bet, but they feel like wins because of the presentation. According to insiders, this keeps players engaged even during losing streaks because they feel like they're winning something. Reports from former slot attendants show that the third psychological trap is the sunk cost fallacy. You've put $200 into the machine. You haven't hit a big feature. Your brain tells you that you can't walk away now because you've invested so much. According to former employees, this thinking destroys bankrolls. Statements from insiders reveal that the machine doesn't care how much you've invested. It doesn't owe you anything. Every spin is random. According to reports, the amount you've already lost has zero impact on whether the next spin will win or lose. But players convince themselves to keep playing based on what they've already spent. Former casino workers have stated that the fourth psychological trap is what they call reinforcement scheduling. Buffalo Gold Revolution doesn't pay on a predictable schedule. Sometimes you hit features quickly. Sometimes you go hundreds of spins without anything. According to insiders, this random reinforcement is incredibly powerful psychologically. Reports show that if the game paid predictably, you'd lose interest. But because you never know when the next feature will hit, your brain stays engaged. According to statements from ex-employees, this is why slot machines are more addictive than many other forms of gambling. The unpredictability creates constant anticipation. Former slot technicians have revealed that fighting these psychological traps requires conscious awareness. You need to recognize when you're experiencing near-miss frustration. You need to catch yourself celebrating losses disguised as wins. You need to reject sunk cost thinking. You need to resist the urge created by random reinforcement. According to reports from insiders, the players who successfully built bankrolls were the ones who understood these traps and actively worked against them. They didn't play on autopilot. They made conscious, rational decisions based on their bankroll management plan, not based on emotional responses to the machine's psychological manipulation. What former employees say about machine location. Here's something interesting that reports from former casino workers reveal. Machine location on the casino floor might matter more than you think. According to statements from insiders, casinos are very strategic about where they place certain machines. Former slot attendants have revealed that Buffalo Gold Revolution machines are typically placed in high-traffic areas, near entrances, near popular restaurants or bars, in areas where lots of people walk by. According to reports, this isn't random. These machines are placed there specifically because they're popular games that attract attention. But statements from ex-employees indicate something else. The machines in high-traffic areas might not have the same settings as machines in less visible locations. According to insiders, casinos have the ability to adjust the payback percentage on slot machines within certain ranges approved by gaming regulations. Reports from former slot technicians show that machines in highly visible locations might be set to slightly lower payback percentages. The reasoning, according to statements from ex-employees, is that these machines get plenty of play regardless because of their location and popularity. Players will play them because they're convenient and because they see others playing them. Former casino workers have stated that machines in less visible locations, back corners, less traveled sections of the casino floor, might be set to slightly higher payback percentages. According to insiders, the casino uses these as bait to attract players to those areas. Now, reports indicate that the difference isn't massive. We're talking maybe 1 or 2 percentage points. But according to statements from ex-employees, over time, that difference adds up. A machine set to 90% payback versus one set to 92% payback behaves differently over thousands of spins. Former slot attendants have revealed that they can't tell you which specific machines are set to which percentages. That information isn't available to floor staff. But according to reports, the general principle is that machines in prime locations get more play and might not need to pay as well to stay busy. Statements from insiders suggest that if you're trying to build a bankroll, it might be worth seeking out Buffalo Gold Revolution machines in less popular areas of the casino. According to former casino workers, you might be playing on a machine with slightly better settings, and you'll definitely be playing in a quieter environment with fewer distractions. The truth about progressive jackpots on Buffalo Gold Revolution. Some versions of Buffalo Gold Revolution offer progressive jackpots, mini, minor, major, and grand. According to reports from former casino employees, these progressives add another layer to the game that impacts how you should approach building a bankroll. Statements from ex-employees show that progressive jackpots are funded by a small percentage of every bet placed on the machine. As players bet, the jackpot amounts increase until someone wins them. According to former slot technicians, the progressives reset to base amounts after being won and then build again. Reports from insiders indicate that the progressive feature in Buffalo Gold Revolution triggers randomly during the base game or during the Buffalo Gold feature. You don't have control over when it triggers. According to former casino workers, it can trigger on any spin at any bet level. but statements from ex-employees suggest that higher bets might have slightly better odds of triggering it. Former slot attendants have revealed that the mini and minor jackpots are hit relatively frequently. According to reports, these might pay anywhere from $50 to a few $100 depending on how much they've built up. The major and grand jackpots are much rarer but can pay thousands. Statements from insiders show that when you're trying to build a bankroll on a Buffalo Gold Revolution machine with progressives, you need to factor the jackpots into your overall strategy. According to former casino workers, a progressive jackpot win, even a mini or minor, can be enough to turn a losing session into a winning one. Reports from ex-employees indicate that some players specifically target machines where the progressives have built up higher than usual. The logic, according to insiders, is that a jackpot that's close to its historical high point is due to hit. Former slot technicians have stated that this logic is flawed. The jackpots hit randomly regardless of their size, but it's also true that a larger jackpot is worth more when it does hit. Statements from former casino workers show that the better approach is simply to recognize that progressive jackpots are a bonus feature. You can't plan around them, you can't predict them. But according to reports, if you're playing Buffalo Gold Revolution with progressives, they represent additional ways to build your bankroll beyond the standard features. Why your betting pattern doesn't matter, but players think it does. Here's something that reports from former employees emphasize repeatedly. Your betting pattern has zero impact on when features hit or what they pay. According to statements from insiders, this is one of the biggest misconceptions players have. Former slot technicians have revealed that they watched players use all kinds of betting strategies. Some would increase their bet after losses. Some would decrease their bet after wins. Some would change denominations frequently. Some would play max bet for a few spins, then minimum bet, then back to max. According to reports, none of it mattered. Statements from ex-employees show that the random number generator doesn't track your betting patterns. It doesn't know if you just increased your bet. It doesn't know if you've been betting the same amount for an hour. According to insiders, every single spin is independent and random regardless of what you bet on previous spins. Former casino workers have stated that the reason players develop these betting pattern superstitions is because sometimes they work. Player increases their bet, next spin they hit a feature, so they think the bet increase caused it. According to reports from insiders, this is classic correlation without causation. The feature was going to hit that spin regardless of bet size. Statements from ex-slot attendants indicate that the only thing your bet size impacts is how much you win when features hit. Bigger bet, bigger win. Smaller bet, smaller win. But according to reports, your bet size doesn't impact the frequency of features or which features you trigger. Former employees have revealed that they saw players waste enormous amounts of energy and mental effort on betting patterns that had zero impact. According to insiders, that energy would be better spent on actual bankroll management and knowing when to walk away. The end game: what happens when you actually build a bankroll? Let's say you follow everything we've discussed. You play appropriate denomination, you manage your bankroll properly, you set win goals and stick to them. According to reports from former casino workers, you can successfully build your bankroll over multiple sessions. But statements from insiders reveal that this creates a new challenge: keeping it. Former slot attendants have stated that they watched players build bankrolls from a few $100s up to thousands. These players would come in regularly, play disciplined sessions, occasionally hit significant features, and bank their profits. According to reports, these were the casino's least favorite customers because they weren't just donating money. But statements from ex-employees show that many of these same players eventually gave it all back. After successfully building a bankroll over weeks or months, they'd have one undisciplined session and lose everything. According to insiders, this happened for a few specific reasons. First, former casino workers have revealed that success breeds overconfidence. Player builds their bankroll from 200 to 2,000 over multiple sessions. They start thinking they've figured it out. According to reports, they get loose with their bankroll management. They start making bigger bets than their system calls for. They stop setting win goals. And eventually, they have a catastrophic losing session. Second, statements from ex-employees indicate that players get emotionally attached to their machines. They've built their bankroll playing Buffalo Gold Revolution at a specific machine in a specific location. According to insiders, they start thinking that machine is lucky for them. So even during obvious cold streaks, they keep playing it because it's their machine. Third, reports from former slot technicians show that players start chasing bigger wins. Instead of being satisfied with $50 or $100 wins that steadily build the bankroll, they want the $1,000 hit. According to statements from insiders, this leads to playing longer sessions and taking more risks, which eventually leads to giving back profits. Former casino employees have stated that keeping a bankroll you've built requires the same discipline as building it in the first place. According to reports, you need to maintain your session bankroll structure. You need to keep setting and honoring win goals. You need to avoid the psychological traps of overconfidence and emotional attachment. Statements from insiders show that the players who successfully maintained built bankrolls over long periods were treating their slot play like a systematic process, not like entertainment. According to former casino workers, they had rules and they followed them without exception. Win or lose, they stuck to the system. Final thoughts from former casino employees. Reports from former casino workers reveal one last critical piece of information. Buffalo Gold Revolution, like every slot machine, is a negative expectation game. Over enough time, the math says you will lose. According to statements from insiders, the house edge is built in and unavoidable over millions of spins. But former employees have stated that this doesn't mean you can't build a bankroll in the short term. It doesn't mean you can't have winning sessions. It doesn't mean you can't walk away with profits. According to reports, it just means you need to understand what you're playing and approach it intelligently. Statements from ex-slot technicians show that the players who successfully built bankrolls on Buffalo Gold Revolution were doing a few things consistently. They were playing appropriate denominations for their bankroll. They were betting max lines to maximize feature opportunities. They were managing their money with strict win goals and loss limits. They were playing multiple shorter sessions instead of marathon sessions. They were taking breaks during cold streaks, and critically, they were walking away with profits instead of giving everything back. According to insiders, these principles work, not because they change the game's math, but because they maximize your opportunities during short-term variance. Former casino workers have revealed that slot machines are designed to take your money over time, but they're also designed to pay out sometimes. The key is capitalizing on those payouts through discipline. Reports from ex-employees suggest that if you're going to play Buffalo Gold Revolution with the goal of building a bankroll, go in with a plan. Know your session bankroll, know your denomination, know your win goal, know your loss limit, and have the discipline to honor all of it. Former casino workers have stated one more time, the information they've shared isn't a system to beat the game. According to insiders, no such system exists. But it is a framework for giving yourself the best mathematical chance at building a bankroll while you play. Subscribe for more insider information about casino games that most players never learn.